Welcome back to my strategic management class. In the last class, we discussed about the attributes of a product and services. Here, we'll discuss in this class about a market segment for customers. So, what is a market segment? As we all know, what is a market? Market is the place where buyer and seller meets. That's one aspect. And our target market, if a business say target market, means the customers who the business will be targeting. Okay, who will buy their product, who will patronize the product. So that is called market. Here market segmentation means segment, as you know, is like a dividing or classifying. So classifying the customers, target customers is another word, is called a market segment. So segmentation is a process of dividing the market into subsets of consumers with common needs or characteristics. These common needs or characteristics we will see in today's class. So market, as you know, people or institutions with sufficient purchasing power, authority, and willingness to buy. So, people market comprises of these three characteristics. One, it should be a people, that's our customers, who should have sufficient purchasing power. If they don't have the money, then they cannot buy our product, even though they are willing. Then they should have authority. Authority means should have the freedom to buy and willingness to buy. Okay, sometimes the people or the public or the market, they are willing to buy. They have purchasing power, but they don't have authority. So a customer, a prospective customer, in order to become a customer, they need to have, i mean uh, willingness. They should have authority or power, and then they should like our product. So these contributes to be a market. So uh, we have seen the market, and then we now move on to the market segmentation. Markets have a variety of product needs and preferences. If you segment the market on the basis of gender, uh, most of the consumer goods and other products or services, the preferences are the taste, color, design. So it may vary from male to female. Okay, so that's why certain products or services are for that the market is segmented under the gender. Okay, so marketers can better define customer needs. Decision makers can define objectives and allocate resources more accurately. So the marketing segmentation helps in all these areas of allocation of resources and to understand our targeted market needs. So here we see different age group of customers. Okay, and both gender, male and female, and all those things. So here there is no segmentation done. This is an just to make you understand an example for market where no segmentation is done. Okay, so bases for segmentation, and what are the bases the marketers do the segmentation? First is the geography and demographics, psychographics, then benefit charts and usage rate. So these are the five bases. There are other bases also, but this is a very common basis by which the businesses or organizations segment their market. So geographic segmentation, dividing the market into different geographic units. So it's like nations, states, regions, countries, cities, and neighborhood. Knowledge of geographic customer preferences permits a company to modify or change its products offering. If it is like a multinational companies, they do geography based on countries and nations. For a business which has a which has a target market around the country, say India, they do based either based on states or region, like northern parts, southern parts, west, east, or according to the states, because the language in different states are different. So what happens? It is easy to do the segmentation based on the states. So if a small business either do on the city or neighborhood, this like PK Nagar, Gandhi Nagar, something like that for small businesses. So, the knowledge of geography customer preferences permits a company to modify or change its product offering, because different region, the requirement of a product or a particular feature of a product may differ. So, and if you marketers segment this on geographic basis, they can do the alteration according to a particular region or city or a country. The growth of Muslim markets in North America and Europe has created a need for prayer rug areas within some hotels. This is an example. So what happens? Main reason, like many Arabic people from Middle East, especially the rich people, they migrate to Europe and North America. So what happens because of this? The percentage of Muslim population in these countries are increasing. So when this, due to this, the requirement of them to have a prayer mat, even a prayer room in a hotels are increasing. So the market consider this segment. Take that. So in order to help the, in order to attract this Muslim segment, they offer prayer rugs and even prayer rooms in a leading hotels. Then demographic segmentation, dividing the market into groups based on demographic variables such as age, gender, income, and occupation. Now we can see the same picture. Now it is segmented under the age group. Like we see kids, then teenager, and then elderly people. So age and life cycle stage. Consumers' preference change with age. So companies offer different products to penetrate various age and life cycles. Say, for instance, a companies like Nestle have various things for like small kids. They have cereals. So when they grow up like adults, they attract them using Maggie noodles. And Maggie is under the brand Nestle. So they have noodles and all those things for the particular youngsters and teenagers. And for the old people, they might have a product which are related to food, which are like added minerals and vitamins, like calcium drink or something, which is like very much needed by the elderly people. So like Nestle, when they do the segment based on the age, they will target like baby cereals for youngsters, things like noodles for for the middle agers and teenagers, and then calcium drink, all these kind of things for the elderly people. So according to the age, the food, not food is an example, it will differ. Okay, so marketers can do this segmentation and can prepare or add a particular feature in their product line. And another example is, for example, McDonald's offers Happy Meals that include toys aimed at young children. They know that 79% of the family decision to eat out are influenced by the children and households. This chain has also added salads and other products to attract the health conscious adult markets. Actually, the chain, American chain McDonald's, they do extensive research. Okay, from the research, they come to know that the decision to for by a decision of a family to spend their weekend is being influenced by the children at home. So what happens? they, when they come to know this, I mean information through the research, they started targeting the children. So they started advertising about what McDonald's offers the particular week, like toys or something like that. This advertisement is like I mean aired in TV, Cartoon Network on Friday nights and Saturday morning. So what happens when the kids see this kind of advertisement, like McDonald's offering these toys or coupons or free cinema tickets for any animation movies and all those things, then what happened? They see this on the weekend. And then they go and pester. I mean, pester means they go and request, cry, and all those things with the parents, so that the parents decided to go to McDonald's for their weekend. So this is what is happening, and this is what they do. Okay, so by understanding who is influencing, I mean what they can be influenced, so marketers can plan very well. And then this is from the children aspect, and to attract people who are very health conscious. Now the trend is increasing thanks to various medias and books and newspaper articles, which focuses nowadays more into the lifestyle and health and all those things. So what happens, there is an increasing demand for health conscious, healthy foodstuffs. So even McDonald's, they started selling this kind of food to attract the middle-aged people and elderly people who are very health conscious. So they have like a different menu or type for different age group. This is a classical example of how marketers utilize the customers for when they segment this based on the age and gender. Gender segmentation is now used in many industries. Today, women represents a very important market segment. Many hotels now take women into consideration in designing their hotel rooms, lobby bars, fitness facilities, hair dryers, and room decorated in lighter colors. So what happens? Uh, Gender now also play a very important role. Many industries, especially in hospitality industry. Why? Because now more and more women are having higher education. So due to this, they are occupying top positions in the companies and becoming executives and holding top management positions. So these positions tend to make them to travel outside the city or outside the country, and then when they travel, there is a need for them to stay in the hotels. So hotels see this woman segment is increasing, and then there is a more demand. So what happens, women when they go to the usual hotel, they may not feel very safe and secure. So what happens, in order to attract this capitalize this market, they started having decoration which is light color, which helps to like preferred by the ladies. They also have like rooms which are suitable for women, single woman traveler. So what happens, I can give you a classic example. Hilton hotel in Europe, they started having introduced, and they started having only woman floor. What is the meaning means, in a particular hotel there is a floor allocated, all the rooms in a floor allocated only for women, especially single travelers. So what happened, there is no male staying in that particular floor in any rooms. So not only the rooms are allocated for only single women or women, but also the staff who service, the hotel staff who service the rooms in that particular floor, all all are women, like the room attendant, and then the security guards, even the person who deliver the food, that all of them are women. This is to make the woman feel very safe and secure and attract that particular woman's rising woman segment. So they also, many hotels also include lobby bars, fitness facilities, and they offer hair dryers in the bathroom. All these things are to attract the woman segment. And the next one is the income. Many industries are effective in using the income segment. The upper income customers and corporations serves as a target for luxury car brands. And middle and lower income segments are very easy to target by local car brands, motorbikes, mopeds, and other transports. So what happened? Based on the income also when they segment. So what happens? The multinational luxury cars they can target the people, affluent people who are very rich and business class people, and then local brands they will concentrate and they will target the segment which are like middle and lower class people, not only with their cars but the companies which are selling motorbikes and mopeds and other sort of transportation, economical transportation. So here in this picture, you can see that particular market is being segmented based on the gender. Then we come to the psychographic segmentation. So the following are the segment based on the psychographic, dividing buyers into different groups based on social class, lifestyle, and personality characteristics. People in the same demographic group can have a very different psychographic profiles. The customers of each of these establishment would probably feel uncomfortable and the other in the other establishment. First one is a social class. It has a strong effect on preferences for car, furnishing, leisure activities. A afternoon tea at a Ritz Carlton, which is a five-star hotel, is aimed at the upper class. So again here, it's based on the social classes like upper rich, upper class, middle class, lower class, and poor people. So the upper class is targeted by luxury hotels like Ritz Carlton for the tea in the restaurant, and a neighborhood coffee or tea stall near the factory targets the working class. For the working class and the lower class, this one is being targeted by either a coffee shop or a tea stall which is at the neighborhood or in the local area. Lifestyle, and this is one of the very important psychographic segmentation. Marketers are increasingly segment the market by consumer lifestyles. For example, many bars are designed for young singles wanting to meet opposite sex, singles wanting to meet the same sex, and the couples wanting to avoid the entire singles scene and enjoy each other company. Like people have their own lifestyle, like driving a imported car, eating at like a chain restaurants during weekend, and then frequenting the pub or gymnasium. So this they think is leading a kind of a lifestyle. So and this lifestyle may differ according to the person mentality or even profession also. So even the marketers segment their market based on the people lifestyle. Next one is a personality. It refers to the unique psychological characteristics that distinguish a person or a group, generally defined in terms of traits. So, you would have heard about the different personality traits like extroversion, self esteem, dogmatism, and aggressiveness. So, according to this, also they do the segmentation. Extroversion means people who are very extrovert. So, extrovert in sense, people who are like very outgoing, socializing. So, these kind of people like to like to have a company of many people. They like to do partying, socializing in the restaurants, bars, and pubs. So what happens according to their character, they choose the products. So self-esteem, people who have high self-esteem, their self-esteem means what they think of themselves. Maybe a people with a high self-esteem, they think high of themselves. So when they think high of themselves, they tend to use like expensive accessories and products, branded item, and all those things. Again, here the psychology is relating like the kind of personality and kind of product they choose and they use. Dogmatism, that's a closest mindedness. People are like very close-minded. Maybe they are not like very outgoing. They may not spend much. Maybe they are stingy. So these kind of people are not very good choice for the companies, as they don't spend much money on the products. So aggressiveness, people who are aggressive means, we can say people maybe they are little bit very adventurous. So these kind of peoples may try out new things. I mean, they are the first one to watch a movie on the first day of its release, or buy a product on the first day of its launch. Don't want to wait for others to buy and check the quality and quantity of this thing. So these people may be like adventurers, or want to first to try here. So these kind of people may be very attractive for the companies which are very innovative, and which sells a novel kind of things and all those things. So as mentioned earlier, the choice of product and choice of brand all also can be related to the personality traits of the market. Uh, that's all for today's class. In the next class, we will continue with the behavior segment. Thank you.